Can you tell me about yourself?
My name is Sowathara. You can call me Tara. I'm a civil engineer. I worked in this field for 10 years, and most of my experience, I apply my skills and knowledge which I learned from school. In the last 3 years, I changed the position from civil engineer to planning and project control engineer, where I managed to develop the planning for the electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and firefighting service in the construction field. Personally, I'm an easygoing person, and I like to build the good relationship with other people, not only my colleagues but also people around me. And I'm a hardworking person. Uh, I think that this will help develop my interpersonal skill in your institution.
Okay, the next question is, can you please describe a time when you have used your technical competence to solve a problem which resulted in a positive or productive outcome?
Well, in my professional life, I always use my skills and knowledge to apply in the workplace. In 2010, I worked in the airport for a project. My company awarded was awarded the contract of installing the firefighting system in the airport, and at that time, uh, the problem was the standard of the design. At the airport, they follow their own uh, design standard, and what we have done so far was different. So, and the division manager decided not to hire the third-party consultant to design for us, instead asking me for designing this by ourselves. So what I have done at that time was to find the standard and read and design accordingly. So by doing that, we could save time and cost. I could uh, design and produce the drawing step by step for the construction. So the project completed on time.
Okay, so we'll go to our next question. Uh, this position requires you to work in a small team with people from diverse backgrounds. Can you describe a time where you have worked in a team effectively?
Well, working in the construction field, we can consider the project as a teamwork because we cannot drive a project alone. So in 2010, just right after that project, I was assigned to the other project which I had to work in the province. So talking about the whole project, it is just one team. But in this team, this big team, we divided into a section, which is which was a civil, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and firefighting team. So I handle the civil engineering team. I managed the 3 to 5 groups at that time, and since that project was in the province, we could not bring all the skills and unskilled workers from the head office. So what I have done was I selected some skilled workers, and I asked the support from HR department to recruit immediately on site. So we hire local people as unskilled workers. So you can see that with these big teams, it was about over 200 people. They were from diverse backgrounds. So it was hard, and there were many conflicts happen. Like some team did not finish the work on time, while the others went very quickly. So what I've done so far was to regrouping. I add more people to the group that went slow to mitigate the schedule. So generally, the project completed 1.5 months before the master plan, and we could save a lot by um, recruiting local people rather than bringing the people from the head office.
Okay, so we'll go to our next question now. So our company is known for managing multiple projects, resolving a diverse range of problems. Can you give us an example of when you have worked to make a process or situation better or more efficient? What did you do and what was the outcome?
Could you simplify this question again, please?
Okay, so it's like our company is known for managing multiple projects and resolving the diverse range of problems. So what here we are going to tell is like you can tell us a process or a situation where you have improved that situation or what you did and then what was the outcome of it.
Well, I can tell you that I'm good at planning. In the last 3 years, I was promoted as a planning and project control engineer, and this position requires me to work in cross discipline. I mean, I'm a civil engineer. I was not working for only the civil engineering team, but also worked for electrical, mechanical, and plumbing team. And in that position, I had to provide the planning for the construction. We got some problem on site. We had a shortage of consumable materials and also the manpower. So what I have done was I generated a detailed schedule for purchasing the consumable material. I knew that this was beyond the budget already, but there's no choice. We had to do that because we wanted to complete the project. Talking about the manpower, I also talked to the HR department to seek advice, and they told me that they could not recruit more people in a very short time as what we want it to be. So I came out with an idea of doing outsourcing work. So I suggested this idea to the project manager, and he agreed. So I was the one who arranged this to be done. I tried to search contractors. I asked them to quote for the work that they need to be done, and then I did the comparison before selecting which company to outsource. So we decided to bring in not only one but three different subcontractors to complete several tasks in that project. And finally, we could save the cost on the manpower, but we lost some. However, the gain of the saving in the manpower could cover the expense of the consumable materials. Overall, the project is still in budget, in control.
Okay. Do you have any question for us?
Well, suppose that I'm employed by you. What sort of training and development that I can get? Because I really want to keep my knowledge up to date. So I'm looking for the training and development that you can provide us.